Hi guys. Even though I'm not there today, we're going to learn our two new notes for our red belt song. Because in order to finish our black belt by the end of the year, we have to take our red belt test next week. So we have to learn our notes and be ready for that test for next week. So first thing I'd like you to do is take your mouthpiece off, put it on your desk, so we can practice our fingerings without making any noise into our flutophone. Okay? So the first note we're going to need to know is our C. C is located on the third space up, F-A-C. All right, and that is going to be just the thumb. Nothing else is covered here. Okay, so what that looks like on your flutophone is, if you look on the back, there's your one thumb hole, so you cover that. And when you turn it around, none of the holes on the front are covered, so you can see they're all wide open. The one thing we want to make sure that we don't do, I see a lot of people play C like this or like this, and they kind of have their fingers scrunched up, but that's going to make it really hard. If you have to play a C and then a G, you're not going to be able to find it because your fingers aren't there. So put your fingers on those little raised bumps, okay, right next to the holes. There's the raised bumps. Keep them right next to the holes. Again, your thumb on the back here, okay, is covered, and that's the only one that's covered, all right? So that's your C, thumb, and that's it. The only other note you need to know for this is a high D. So I have high D and low D right here for you to see the difference. Here is your low D. We learned that one before. That's thumb and 6 fingers in the front. High D is all the way up here. Empty garbage before dad. All right, and so that's the difference between low D and high D. Low D is literally lower on the lines, and high D is higher up on the line. So that's how you can tell the difference between them. D, super easy, looks like this. No holes are covered. All right, so we were in the C before with our thumb over the hole. Now we're going to take that thumb off. For the first time, that hole is going to be uncovered. There is a bump on the back. That's your thumb rest. Okay, so put your thumb right on that thumb rest underneath the hole. Don't cover the hole. Okay, and then we have our fingers in the front, just like we did before, right on those little raised bumps. Right on the little raised bumps. And there's our D. Okay, so those are the two new notes that you need to know for our When the Saints Go Marching In red belt song. I gave you a copy of the red belt song in a packet that also had the brown belt and black belt song in it last week. So if you have that on you, you should take that out so we can take a look at it together while we start learning how to play the song. If you don't have it, you got to raise your hand and ask the sub for another copy. There are extra copies of When the Saints Go Marching In on the front table on the right side of my stereo. So you can let the sub know that there's lots of copies there and there should be one for you. So let's take a look at that music now. All right, guys, so we're looking at the music, and I have the notes labeled on here. It starts with G, B, C, and D, but you'll notice that over the note D, I have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason is because there is a tie there. The composer of this song wanted to have 5 beats, but we know that a measure can only hold 4 beats maximum. So in order to get 5 beats in a row, he had to put a whole note, which is worth 4 beats, and then tie that, connect it to another quarter note, a ta, that's worth 1 beat. So then he would have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus that extra 1 makes 5. Okay? So the rhythm of that section is ta, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? With the names of the notes, it sounds like this. G, B, C, D, 2, 3, 4, 5. G, B, C, D, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's move along to actually trying to play the first 4 notes here in this song. Here are G, B, C, and D. And we actually play that pattern 3 times in a row. Okay, so once we master this, we'll have the whole first line down into the second line. All right, so we are starting with G, that's thumb and 3 fingers. Then we move to B, thumb and 1 finger. Then we go to C, that's just your thumb. And then we go to D, which is no fingers at all. So do that with me one more time. We go G, up to B, up to C, just your thumb, up to D is no fingers. Okay? A little quicker, it's G, B, C, D, and that's what you hold for 5 beats. All right? So just listening to how it goes, and you can try moving your fingers with me. It should sound like this. All right, that brings us all the way to the second line. So that was the first 3 times through the G, B, C, D on the top line of this song. So let's try that one more time, same speed. Move your fingers with me. It goes like this. All right, we'll do it one time like the other videos do. We'll do it one time really, really slowly. So really slowed down. Let's try it. All right, and then let's try one more time, back up to a quicker speed. All right, here we go. All right, that brings us up to the second line. The second line is the D that we just played, and then B, G, B, A. Okay, so we're starting at the second line. We start with D, which is nothing, no fingers at all. Then we go to a B, which is thumb and pointer finger. Then we go to a G, which is 3 fingers and thumb. Then we go back up to our B, thumb and pointer finger, and then we go to an A, which is thumb and 2 fingers. Okay, and that's going to be ta, 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 ta. Hold the A for 5 beats. Okay, so let's try moving your fingers with me, actually playing. Here we go. All right, let's try that again, nice and slow. Second line, starting from the D. All right, we'll do that one more time, nice and slow. All right, so let's put that all together from the beginning all the way through the top line and then the first part of the second line. Here it goes. I'm going to play the entire song for you, but that's where we're going to finish really breaking it down. So I'm going to go through the entire song. Just try moving your fingers with me really nice and slowly, starting from the beginning again. It goes like this. All right. One thing I want to point out about my playing, I took my hand away when I was playing the high D just to exaggerate and show you guys that I was playing a D. But in reality, when I'm playing a D, it would look like this. I wouldn't take my hand away from the flutophone, so you guys shouldn't either, okay? So if I was playing the last line, it would actually look like this. Okay, so keep your hand close, and then it's not so hard to move. If you take your hand away like this, it's going to be really hard to get back for those notes, okay? So use those finger rests right there. Keep them on those finger rests. Keep your thumb on that finger rest. It'll make it so easy to get to all the notes that you need. Okay? Good luck, guys.